Hello learners, in last video we will learn how to use fade in and fade out animation in Android, and in this video we will learn how to create scale in and scale out, means zoom in and zoom out animation in Android. Okay, you can see zoom in and scale out animation is a animation. With the help of this animation we can play around the x and y size of our animation, means height and width of our view. Okay, here you can see scale in, means initially the size is big, but at the time of duration of your animation it's reduced to their original or given size. And the scale out means initially it's set in given size, or when at the time of animation it's increased. Okay, how we can do that in Android? Let's get started. First of all, we need to take three animation. One is zoom in and one is zoom out, or scale in and scale out, and another one is to apply this impact both at the same time. Okay, as well as we will require two more animation for scale in width wise and scale in your height wise. So at the here you will select animation, resource type is animation, so give the name zoom in. Okay, and copy this and paste 4 times more, zoom in, zoom out, and third one is zoom in, zoom out, zoom in out and out. Okay, and the third one is fourth one is zoom in x and zoom in y, zoom in y. Okay, now first we will see zoom in. Zoom in means initially our size is small, or whatever small size is, but at the time interval it's increased. So for that you say x initially size is, let's say, 100 dp, or let's say 1.0. okay, and from x scale is 1.0, and now to y scale is 2.0, means double, or x scale or 2x scale is also 2.0. okay, and these are the points from where animation is start. For x or y, 50% will start from center. Okay, so we have done with this. Now copy this code for zoom out. Here you can see at the play we will reverse this order. Initially it's in a bigger size, and reduce to this size. Okay, and apart from this I forgot to add this property, how much time it will take. This is a duration property, Android duration, and copy this to for our zoom in. Okay, and share, copy this for our next animation, like zoom in X. Means right now we want our zoom in take place in a width wise only. Okay, so for that you will use this, but the to y property is same, means we don't want to zoom in take place on y side, so that's why I say y is same. From y scale and to y scale is same, but x is different. So let's say we want to scale out or zoom in and zoom out, zoom y. So for that we will change this thing to 1 and as well as to y scale is okay. So you can see a difference in x and y, means it start scaling or zooming in the for y property only. So you can see x value is same, to and from x value is same, but y from and to y scale value are different. Okay, and zoom in or out, for that we will use any property like in or out. Okay, but for that we need to use another properties. With the help of we can implement this at the same time, means those properties are Android repeat count is infinite and Android repeat mode is reverse and interpolation. Last video I explained these properties. You can check my last video, frame in and frame out, for this. Repeat or interpolator at Android and linear interpolator. Okay, now we need to make modification in our layout file and take 5 buttons. Each button represent a different animation, so take 5 buttons here, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, now set the constraint for each button, and here also 32 and here 32 as well. Okay, set the top constraint for this button to our test view. And top margin is 16 dp, and set this button top constraint is same our test view and 16 dp, and align this button to the center in parent, and set the top constraint similar to our test view, as well as apply the constraint for this first left constraint, and for this right constraint, and set this button for top constraint. Okay, and set the top margin 24, and for this also 24. Now change the button label and button ID as per our animation. Zoom in and give the ID to change the label to zoom in, and change this to zoom out. Okay, and here button zoom out, and here next is button zoom X, and label is zoom X, and next is button zoom Y, and label should be zoom Y. Okay, and here button zoom in and out, and zoom in and out. Reduce the little bit or this margin. Okay, same this for this, like 32. Okay, now do coding in our main activity. To implement this, first of all we need to initialize our animation from layout, like zoom in. So animation utils dot load animation, this dot animation zoom in, copy this, and at the place of this it will take as a global or variable. Okay, let init where zoom and type is animation, and copy this and paste 4 times. copy this to 4 more time, 3 and 4. Now change this to zoom out X, zoom out Y, zoom in and out. Change the reference of this, zoom out, zoom zoom in, अच्छा zoom in X, okay, zoom in, zoom Y, and here zoom in out. Okay, now implement on click listener to change the animation as per our means button click. Okay, and attach this on click listener with all the buttons. Button zoom in set on click listener, this, and button zoom out on click listener, this, button set on click listener, this, button zoom X set on click this, and button zoom Y set on click listener, this. Okay, and write a logic to change the animation on every button, and we will identify button from their ID. So use when and r.id button zoom in, and here we will apply zoom in animation on our start animation and start animation, and here we will pass zoom in. Copy this and paste for more time, 2, 3 and 4 at the place of this. Use else and the place of this, zoom in and out, and the at of place of zoom out, and here pass zoom out, and here zoom X, and zoom out X, and here zoom Y, zoom out Y. Okay, let's run and check the output. If everything is working fine, we can check the different point of our scale in and scale out animation. Okay, and I will recommend you will play around these properties of these animation, and so that you can understand how it will work. Like you can play around this pivot X and pivot Y point, and C means with the when you change something at the plate, so 50-50 how it will look like and how animation will behave, as well as you can play with these properties like duration, as well as your repeat count. Like for repeat count we can this time I am using infinite, but you can use your own numeric value, means your animation repeat for 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, so on. Okay, and reverse, at the place of reverse you can use restart, means like you have apply animation same manner, so you will use restart, means it will restart. And as you can see our application is going to load. So before taking place or playing with this animation, I need to do some modification in our test view so that it will look better, and visibility is improved. I will apply a color, as well as I will apply test size to 30. Okay, and test style is bold. Okay, so now run our application again, and meanwhile we will check the impact in this fashion only. You can check zoom out. Initially size is increased, but now it's expanding in width wise, zoom wise, it's increasing height wise, zoom in and out. You can see it continuously increasing and decreasing because we apply reverse. Repeat mode is reverse, so it continuously means increasing and decreasing the size of view, because we have changed the color and size of our test view, so you can clearly differentiate what's going on. Okay, with our view when we apply zoom in, zoom out and other property there. It's going to launch. Yes, it's launch, and it will going to display our application. Yes, zoom in. Yes, zoom out. Okay, and zoom X and zoom Y and zoom in and out. Continuously it's zooming and zoom out. Thank you very much. Please stay tuned for our next video, in which we will learn about rotate animation and rotate effect in our view. Stay tuned. Thank you very much.